What are we doing today, Will?
Teaching Junior how to do an alignment.
It scares me. Look at this contraption right here. Bruh. Come on, twist.
When you turn them back on, they'll be green. As the batteries are dying, they'll be a different color. It goes from like green, yellow, red. Yesterday I was panicking on the Audi because I forgot to plug them in. But over the weekend I like to unplug them.
Just so they don't have to burst.
Just, you know what I mean? It's good to cycle the batteries. So now I go around, turn them all back on. Right here, smell. Woof.
You want to smell it?
Bruh. So if you notice too, that red dot, it's still technically saved from the last car. Basically, remember the audio was lower, so I had to drop this thing down. It's not working, but you see it? Yeah, it's fine. Sometimes you could use the door to figure out what vehicle it is. The confusion ones are the heroes. They'll go by chassis code. If you're wearing blue gloves, this mouse is to use. So basically, if you see me doing this, they're trying to get static. So just always next. We got all the greens. So now this is all the years of Sonata that came out. So they started in 1989. So basically, I just go down 95. He's a 15. So it's this one. No, this is just all weird stuff. Like he's not a hybrid. So he's this. And it's gonna ask you rim size in the car.
17s.
17s. Next. Basically, that screen was the factory specs. But I don't really look at it because the next screen over will tell you factory spec again. So now, seeing the sensors are dead stop up. Now we gotta do a rollout. Some people do it in the front, some people do it in the back. I don't know why I like to do it in the back, but I normally do. But another good thing too, if you notice now, they're all green. That means they're all level.
Okay.
So what I do is anytime I push a button, especially on settings, I'll lock the okay? It's a little slow, so sometimes I'll hold it for a second or two, but don't stand in front of them because you're going to block the sensor. Now it's telling
the
me...
sensor going that way?
Yes, sir. You see how the red line went to the right? It wants this to become sideways. So now you loosen it. So basically grab it. Right here with thingies. Let it sit for a bit. Lock it. As I'm watching the screen, press it forward. It didn't work. Something's going on with that right sensor. It's floating, right? So, I don't know if it does. Now, listen. I'm gonna get back. Lock it. Press it hold. You could use this keypad. This is next, this is back.
Oh, so you don't have to go all the way.
I don't have to go there. But I gotta go over to get my sticks. Because the next step is gonna tell you to hold the brakes. Hold the brakes. So I just grab both tools. Basically, there. Press the brake down, and then position yourself to. Next step is gonna ask you something is right. Basically, left, right. So as I'm turning it, I'll move it to lock it. So that one's good. That one's good. It's very little here. Now it wants to go left. The pins.
Oh.
And the biggest thing is not to get the sensors. Now, another trick is I could go up without pulling the car. Right now it's on skate, so if you guys should pull this thing, it will come out. So
Yeah.
don't throw your weight at it. So basically I jump up, but you don't pull on the car, but you just use it for leverage.
Yeah.
And then I stand in front of it, past the sensor, you know what I mean? Basically follow suit. If it's doing this, it means that the wheels are not straight. So that means the steering wheel is cocked. If this thing go a little bit, they'll tell you to stop. See? Sometimes it needs to do that extra, sometimes it doesn't. This is that stock setting I'm talking about. You're gonna see it again anyway, but it doesn't really matter because this is what it's at. 0 toe on the driver's side, -30 on the passenger side. Here's the rears, camber, toe, camber, toe. It's very rare that we caster. New cars don't have caster adjustments. The newest car that I've seen that had caster adjustments are S2000s. But sporty cars is the only one. So from here, next screen. So here it is. The rears, the camera's not bad. Basically, this is the threshold. Middle is 1. Maximum on the factory setting is 0.5. And then positive side is 1.5, 0.5. He's borderline. But sometimes when you fix the toe, you'll fix that. But
Yeah.
it's a wife's car. She don't need camera, so we'll fix that. This car has both. So, and then once you get the toe straight, bad thing about my system, it wants 0.08. But it only goes by 5s. So that's why sometimes you see me like, focusing, because I'm watching the arrow. And from far back there, it's really hard to
Yeah.
see. So you can grab this and put it closer.
Yeah.
But right now too, this machine sort of f***ed up. I can't go to my top setting. Or sometimes you see me bring this to push it up to lock it. I'll go 1 before the top. 0 degree toe, -1.5. Got an idea. It wants to be at 1, and then toe is 0.8. You always look for these new shoes. Or there's gonna be a bar that has like a adjustment thing. You'll see differences between them. And then I go, okay, which one's toe, which one's camber? So if it's grabbing the side and this arm right here, what is this?
Toe.
That's toe. This is camber. So basically now, if you also tell too, it was never really relined. Or this side a little bit for some reason. But this side hasn't really been touched because it's the same spots. So someone been here, but not really been here. So now, 19, 22. Normally 17, 19, 22 is what you use. This moon shape, this guy sometimes gets caught if you use the bigger one.
Yeah.
So what I do is basically now, whatever side you're coming to, I loosen everything. I loosen camber and I loosen toe. And what I'm trying to do right now is a lot of people don't notice, the car sometimes relaxes. If it's supposed to be somewhere and it stops, okay, so I relax it, but nothing changed.
And you always loosen that side, right?
It's always nut side. Sometimes the car's backwards, but nut side is the lockers. But there's gonna be tricky ones. There's gonna be cars that have a nut side and the adjuster on the same thing. So basically, it's 2 tools in front of
Oh,
it.
like the double nut.
Yeah. So you just gotta study it. And so from here, 1.5. So I'll come camber. So now you're thinking, if you go this way, it's gonna push it.
Yeah.
So it's negative. So you wanna go positive, you go the other way. So now I'll give it a little camber. But as you fucking camber, you always mess with toe too. So you gotta watch how much you go out of step. So now I'm there, but now I'm gonna come this way. But if you get slow, camber comes out with 2. You don't ever want to max everything out perfectly and then try to mix it later. You see how it's coming together.
And it's barely any movement.
It's just slowly moving. Because earlier, remember this white line was above that white line. Now we're under it. We fixed the camber. So, 1.5. Yeah, sometimes you see what it looks like. It's bouncing, but I can't get that 0.8, and that's why it's sitting there like, you're close. Alright, close done. Camber adjustment. Now this side.
You usually only start with the camber, then toe, and then you correct it.
Yeah.
Really?
And then I tighten the toe and come back to camber. So now we're 4.6. See, this side changed on its own by just relaxing it. So now you gotta realize earlier I was at 1.55. I stopped at about 1.2 camber and then used the toe to fix the rest.
Yeah.
So I'll try to replicate that again.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because I stopped around when it's a 80 toe,
There.
give or take.
Then camber fixable.
But see now, with this one, the other side, toe went,
Yeah.
it went out. So basically what it did is once I fixed this camber, the car straightened itself, and now I pushed pressure on this wheel and moved it. But yeah, it's a simple fix, but I'm pretty damn close. But yeah, you just try to remember what you did one side to do the opposite. Remember the toe was off? You could tell because the tire's all f***ing new and it ate away
The corner.
the corner because the toe was that off. Okay, next. Now it's gonna make sure all the sensors are straight again, and then now tell you to lock the steering wheel.
And that's why you threw both things in there.
Exactly, it's in there anyway. Steering wheel goes basically underneath it, right? So I get this up, make sure the steering wheel straight, hug it, and then I push this on the couch or the cushion, and it will lock itself. That's the last thing you go in there. Factory settings don't have camera adjustments. So, look, camera's off. That means that strap could be slightly bent, or that 0.35 toe is throwing it that much more difference. Basically now, it's telling you both wheels are this way. This car creeps to the right, so he has to fight to turn the signal to the left to go straight.
And we don't have the caster.
There's no caster adjustments.
It just took. Which
So-
tire rods.
Tire rods, which I normally get the present. It's either 13, 14, 15. So I always grab these. It's usually those. And then lock it, and then it's gonna move back and forth because the ball joints have play.
Yeah.
So no matter how perfect we do this alignment, this car's never gonna go straight.
Yeah, this tire.
Even worse. So now I creep this a little bit sideways. This is where it sucks. You don't want to pass your hand here,
Yeah.
but they're tight.
And then it always slips.
It slips, or sometimes when it's rusted, it's a nightmare. Same thing on
A
this,
little bit, right?
just a little bit. So nice thing with this car is the ball joint is staying center on itself. Normally,
It would
okay,
have to
no,
be that.
see, this is bad.
Oh.
This outer is going back. This one,
It didn't move.
it moves, but it goes back. So when you're adjusting it, you want to have it locked out where you tighten it, so you don't have the free play. So when you tighten it, it changes everything. So basically, right now it is 35. There's always going to be a spot for you to put a smaller wrench.
Mm-hmm.
And then just turn it, and you'll see the numbers change.
And you're basically looking for that bottom one,
Yep.
and hopefully it fixes the camber.
Bring it out 1 degree camber. Now I come on this side. That's set. But now the trick part is when you tighten it, it loves to pinch. So for example, like if I grab this arm and put it in the right position, see it moved.
Mm-hmm.
So now with the right position done, there. Do a 12 ball just enough to be where you need to be. Hold it. Put the locker on it. Put a tool. Give a slight lock. It's gonna stay there, and then just. There she is. But then sometimes you do that, and you see if I can go way out, and then you see me just sit here fucking fuck with it, because the tie rods are back.
So all that comes to play too.
Yeah.
And that's why you advise when you get new tires or you lower it.
Just always do something. Lock this bitch. She's done. Could be a slightly bent strike because it casters off too. So
The casters will going back forward and
forward and back.
yeah.
It's the gap
Forward of the
between.
fender, rear of the fender, right?
Yes. So basically, the caster could be off with either a bent strike, bent controller when they went over an island through.
Yeah.
It bends the arm so it just goes out of whack. But something's up with this corner. Or it could be sagging. The shock is dying, so it sags over so the wheel starts to naturally camber in.
I get you.
So from here, once you're done, hit next. And now here's your overall. Came in with 0 to on the left, negative 30. Leaving with dead zeros. The rears 0.5s, came in 0 and 15. That's all squared away. And then better thing too is, as long as you don't see red, it's all in spec. But see, that caster's off. And also SAA is just an overall average. Can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
So from here, once the car's done, I go to notes. Name. Manny. Then technician. Today was me, but it's gonna start having your name on it. Notes, just in case, 2015. Days. And then that's it. Database is done. Then once you leave, this is
All
the
over.
screen. From here, where I ask you to help, basically push it up to get it. And then as it's going up, press this, and then this will turn it on, and then the bottom just do. Put the sensors back. Basically, you start here and you go in a circle, because once you put it in the rack, it's basically bottom upwards, because then there's no way to put it. So basically, just unlock it, walk it. Then from there, got stupid things inside the car still. And then something you hear me honk the horn because it beep. And then this is that way, this way, like upside down like this. That's how you line up on it.
Did you learn all that?
Well, I already forgot the first part.